I have a class, The Wisdom of Our Sages, on TorahAnytime if you want to check it out. I just gave crazy stories about rabbis who, like Rabbi Yonatan Eibeshitz, how they were put in the craziest situations and they were able to get out of it. Like the Rambam, he was, the king said he wanted to kill him. And the king said, they summoned him to court. And he said, I'm going to let you get out of this. Because he was anti-Semitic, the king, and there's a lot of situations with the Rambam where they wanted to kill him, they were on his case, he was representing the Jewish people. So he summoned him to the palace and he says, I have a box in front of me, and inside the box there's two papers. One says life, one says death. If you take the one that says life, you're free to go, but if you say death, we're going to kill you on the spot. So the Rambam had no choice. The guards got him, they brought him to the palace. There was a big crowd of people, and they're all waiting to see what's going to be. The Rambam is going to pick life or death. And everyone's talking behind his back. Oh, today the Rambam is going to die for sure. And he hears he eavesdrops and he hears the conversations, and he hears that everyone's saying that he's going to die. He says, "How could these people be so confident I'm going to die? There's 50% chance over here. I might pick life, I might pick death. There's two papers in there. One says life, one picks death. Why are they so confident I'm going to pick death? Unless both papers say death, and this is a setup." So he says, 1 second. If I put my hand, no matter what I choose, it's going to be death. What would you have done in that situation? You come up to the box, and the king says, "Well, you don't trust me? Don't worry. Life and death. You put your hand." Now you're going against the king. If you're going to say, "I don't trust you," you can't talk like that to the king. The king says, you got to do it. You put your hand in, you got to choose one paper. You have two guards on both sides, they're ready to kill you. Whatever you pick, it's going to decide your destiny and your fate. What do you do? 1 second. And they'll be like, yeah, I don't think it's going to work so well. Guys, he did the most brilliant thing. So brilliant, the rabbi. I would have never thought this. Especially in a moment like this, like, he had to figure out what he was doing in 1 second. What the rabbi did was he put his hand inside the box, listen carefully. He takes out one paper. Now, he knows in his head that both of them say death. He outsmarts the system.
How does he know for certain?
He hears everyone saying he's going to die. He says, it only makes sense that he's very observant. He understands that there has to be both death. He puts his hand inside the box. He quickly takes out one paper, puts it in his mouth and swallows it. And he says, whatever remains in the box is the opposite of what I ate. So that must mean that I chose the opposite of what's inside the box. Let's check what's inside the box. And therefore, he outsmarted the system because both of them said death. Wow. And whatever he chose has to be the opposite. And they're not going to say, "Oh, we put both death." He says, "Oh, then it's not fair." So they're going to have to comply. And that's what they did.
Can you say you can't eat it? Like that's against the
No, I was hungry. I put it in my mouth too late. I swallowed it. Oh, I had a...
That's going against everything.
No, the rule is take something out of the box. Who cares what I do with the paper? You said take it out of the box. What I do after it is not even business. You told me to take it out of the box. That's what I did. He took put his hand in, and I gave one story after another story like that. Yeah, exactly. The king said take it out. That's what I'm sorry, my majesty. You told me to take it off. And it shows you how wise the rabbis are. It shows you how smart the rabbis are. Can you imagine? I mean, this is the Rambam we're talking about. I could tell you a story of Rabbi Yonatan Eibeshitz. I could tell you stories about the most incredible stories. How the rabbis were so clever. They were such sharp minds. And what made their minds so sharp is the Torah. Learn Torah. It's going to make your mind so sharp. It's going to make you figure out how to get out of any situation, any circumstance. The Torah has all the answers. Turn the page and turn the page, you'll find all the answers out there. The rabbis are so wise. They know how to get out of any situation.